All right, so now we are live on YouTube. Hello, people from YouTube. Tonight we are going to talk about global environment. My name is Gustavo, but people usually call me Barska. So I'm going to start and read the first question. What are some of the most serious environmental problems? Can you start, Pedro, please? Introduce yourself and then answer this question, please.
Can you hear me, guys? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, because some days this phone works and
Mhm.
some other days it isn't. So my name is Pedro. I'm 28 years old. I live in São Paulo and I work in a hospital, but I'm not a nurse or a doctor. I work with administration part. I started to learn Java, I think 2 or 3 months, right? Me and Barska talked about it. Some things, about programmation, right?
Yeah, programming or software development.
Yeah, that's it. And yeah, that's it, guys. And let's talk tonight. So should I pick someone or you
Oh
go?
yeah, you know what? Let everybody introduce themselves, and then we start with the questions.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
think
I think
better.
it's better. Ulysses, how about you? Can you introduce yourself, please?
So my name is Ulysses. I'm 26 years old. I also work as a software developer. I work with Golang and React, as I have said. I work on Mercado Livre, and I live here in Brasilia, but I work remote. And I
Oh,
think
nice.
it's that.
Have you talked to anybody from Argentina in Spanish or something like that during a meeting in Mercado Livre, or no, just with Brazilians?
No, there's a lot of people of America Latina where the
Ah,
Mercado
okay.
Livre acts, but I don't speak Spanish. I can't understand, but I can speak.
Okay, nice, man. It's how can I say, a global country nowadays, right? Because Mercado Livre is growing so fast.
Yeah, it's a Argentina company.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Ulysses. Now, Dansky, how about you?
My name is Dansky. I work for TNT. We are developing a platform. I have 26 years old. I'm also a civil engineer, and I have choice to change the to change my work, to change the
Yeah, your career.
environment.
Your
I don't know how to say.
career. You migrated
Yeah,
from one career to another.
yeah, man. That's it.
Okay.
Uh, I also program Java, C Sharp. That's it.
Thank you, guys. So now we are ready to start answering. So, Pedro, your turn. Please start the first question.
Yeah, Dansky, for me, in my point of view, has um, a lot of to teach, right? Because he knows Java, I guess. So let's go, guys. Um, Question number one. What are some of the most serious environmental problems? Well, the video showed a lot of problems, a lot of things about that. But I will choose the 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 companies. I think the companies is linked with the, I don't know, capitalism, to produce and produce and produce, and you know making a lot of things and put on these things and on supermarket, or on internet and websites. And on the other hand, people or buying these products. But at the end, what people should I do when they don't like anymore, you know, of these products? I think we have how can I say, fomentar, estimular, estímulos.
Stimulate.
Thank you. I think people are stimulated to buy, you know, all of things. You can imagine it. So, but in the second part, when this thing, when you don't care about this thing, you know, this thing don't have anymore a useful time, you know. So I think this is a problem, and you know, maybe the gas, I think today, you know, I think well, we have some companies that building electric cars. This is a great idea, but I think the pollution about the company, beside companies, about cars, you know. Well, talking about today, when I got the bus, next to my bus, you know, we have a other bus, and when they started to going to the road, you know, how can I say, que é aquele, para nós seria tubo de escape, né? Mas eu não sei como seria essa.
Yeah, let me try to find about this. But go on. Go.
Okay. Well, this part, well, through a lot of gas, a lot of, oh my God, a lot of smoke. And I thought seeing the scene inside that bus, inside on the bus that I thought, oh my God, can you imagine it? A lot of buses in the city.
Yes.
Putting this smoke, you know, in the city.
Throwing smoke to the atmosphere, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly. Nowadays, escapement is really similar, right? To the Portuguese.
Yeah. I thought, but I never found. But I think it's not.
Yes.
But sometimes works.
What you said is actually funny, because you said about the disposure of the products. So when you don't use any products, we usually don't have any company that are interested to recycle or reuse or dispose of these products, right? So a couple of pharmaceuticals are starting to create this idea of, so you don't use some boxes, some batteries, things like that, so you can throw and to give to them, and they will dispose for you. So they will recycle, use this in some way. But I think this is one of the huge problems, as you said.
Most of the products at the supermarket, right?
Supermarkets, exactly. Shopping malls.
Yeah.
And how about you, Ulysses? What do you think?
Oh, I think that the worst problem to the environment is the growth of the population. It's getting too big, and the demands can keep it growing that way. So we have to explore more the environment. And I think that we have to try to reduce the population, maybe like Thanos. I'm joking. but we have to find a way to have less children, to, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. And when I saw that video, do you guys see the part when they showed the train in India? The guys don't even close the doors. So, oh my gosh, I can't believe that, guys. So can you imagine, you cannot close the door because there are too many people over there. It's unbelievable.
And if you think that each people have to consume a quantity of foods or a quantity of clothes.
Exactly. So how many plastic bags someone buys in a day? And you know what? I think in India and China, they have like more than billions of population. So it's huge. It's huge. Yeah. And I think
and there is
education,
prohibited, right? And there is prohibited, I think, to
in China, they
have
have
two
the,
kids or three
yes,
kids. I
there
don't
is a
know.
law in China, but I was checking some time ago, and I think they were trying to make it more flexible, because they had just girls, basically just girls in the country, and they need more men, so they were trying to make this more flexible. And also, I think when also finishing, I think Ulysse said what you said, Ulysse. Education could be really important in this point, because many people don't have sex education in the schools and things like that. So, and Dansky, how about you?
I think that the most serious environmental problems, one of the most hyped right now, it's about the pollution of the environment and making cars, electric cars, and stop to making combustion cars, stop to pollute the atmosphere. That's a big problem that some companies are facing right now.
Yes, I agree with you, and I'm happy that Tesla, in this point, Elon Musk is doing a great job in this field, because they are not only looking to cars, but also there are like motorcycles, there are like trucks, big trucks, they are building big trucks. Also, we have like in the agro field, they use a lot of trucks and machines, tractor, things like that. So all those vehicles in electric, when all these vehicles were electrical, I think they are going to reduce a lot the pollution.
And talking about the pollution, sorry, Dansky. I remember that I did an experiment because of COVID. Nowadays we need to use mask, right? So when I go to my work using my motorbike, I using masks. So after one, maybe 2 days, when I put the mask, the the front of the mask, we have some parts, some dark parts, here in this. I think this
Oh my gosh.
the mask filters,
Yeah.
Can you imagine it? You breathe these particles.
Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. Yes, I can imagine that.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, right? In the beginning of that video I was showing to you guys, they talk also about the acid rain. So the rain is becoming like more acid with more chemistry elements,
Yeah, I think it happens when the city is emitting a lot of oxygen to the atmosphere. So that oxygen reacts and produce the rain.
Yes, and also other elements, when you see the industry, like let's imagine like an industry in the chemistry sector, they produce like I don't know, a lot of different components. So it's unbelievable. That's why I prefer to live in the countryside. Nowadays I live in Cajamar, city really in the country. I think in Goiânia as well, right, Dansky?
Oh, Guyana have a lot of cars, man.
Really?
Yeah, and here is so poluído.
Polluted. Okay.
Polluted. That's right.
All right. So, okay, Ulysses, can you read the second question, please? You can read and answer.
What's your opinion on climate change? I'm a little pessimistic about climate change. I think that will become worse because we think that we don't have the right politic to go ahead. Like we don't have the politic stability that we should have. And I'm not talking about just Brazil, but all the world. We don't have political stability to face this problem. And the problem that it's how can I say, it's a slow problem that goes slow. It's not like COVID that spikes in 1 year and the world can join itself and work on it. I think that pollution, it's a more serious problem. And I think that we are them.
Yes, you know what? I kind of agree with you, but I'm not so pessimist because I try to look things on the bright side, the happy way. But I agree with you. This topic is driving so slow nowadays. We have a global conference about the global environment in 28, I think. 2008, I think, and the countries, they are like doing anything to transform this situation, and also when you said all the companies, they are focused on the profits, to make the industry, the economy more profitable, so they don't care, basically they don't care about the global.
Anything, if you think the war of Ukraine, the price of the oil raised, so it's more interesting to other countries to explore the oil of their region instead of finding new ways of producing energy.
Exactly, and I was reading a news, the countries in Europe, they are going to start using I don't know how to say in English, carvão. Now they are going to get back to the carvão because they don't have gas anymore. So it's really more
coal.
Thank you. So you know what this means. They are going to pollute even more nowadays because they don't have the gas. So situation is getting worse, as you said. And Pedro, how about you?
I agree with both. I was pessimist about this topic, but I think the future reserves good things, because the internet, I think, linking people, the teenagers are on internet, and well, now is they have special arm, because the internet has the power of the knowledge. So I think in the future we have some people that could thinking about these problems and solve these problems. I think it is the future is electric cars, maybe how can I say, energy, using energy, but in a sustainable way. Well, in Brazil, we have hydroways, now is power plant here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, power plant.
Hydroelectric.
Hydroelectric, right?
Yeah.
Yes, maybe in the future we will have another type of the sustainable way to live, I think it is. But on the other hand, I think these problems will be solved after we passed about some tragedies, maybe that's it. So I am the middle.
In the
I'm
middle.
the middle way. I'm pessimist, but I'm hopeless. I have a hope.
Yes, and I think we are the same place. I mean, also in the middle because
Yeah.
there's some good faith on people. And Dusky, how about you?
That's a problem. We hear about science fair was children's, the climate change. We hear about the planet getting hotter, the climate changing, and when makes cold climate, it's more cold than the last one, and when it's hot, it's hotter than the last one. I think this is about the pollution, and we don't have methods to avoid this, and the companies don't think about it. They just want to get more money, and this is a real problem. And I think we're gonna see the consequences in the future.
Yes, and as you said, I think the seasons are getting really crazy nowadays, right?
I think this is dysregulated. The word.
Yeah, it's regulated. It's so chaotic. Like when you sometimes we see in the USA a lot of uh,
Tornadoes,
earthquakes. Yes,
tsunamis.
hurricanes, earthquakes, things like that. So it's unbelievable, guys. There is a movie, right? A couple of movies like it's a lot of chaos coming to the earth because of that. So I hope we don't get in this point. All right, so next question. Pedro, can you read number 3?
Sure. I remember now. I think it is on YouTube. Lixo Extraordinário is a documentary by Vic Muniz. It's very interesting. It's on YouTube, and Vicky go in Rio de Janeiro in landfill, I guess, aterro, landfill, aterro sanitário, que é de lixo, né? I think it's landfill, and Vicky talked with people that living inside of the landfill, and well, if you want, guys, see Lixo Extraordinário. I think it is on YouTube. I had 2 or 3 months ago. Sorry, I watched it. 2 or 3 months ago on YouTube. It's about pollution, and solutions about this garbage. So let's go. 3, which countries cause the most pollution and why? Well, I think I will choose USA, and China. I think it is the two countries that have the most part of industry. I think they are giants about that. And well, when the countries are meeting, in, I don't know, ONU or something like this, to discuss pollutions, I think always the two countries, China and US, don't want to agree with the others, and always or almost they not understand this possibilities, these problems, I guess. So I will choose these countries.
Yes, they kind of avoid, the agreements because they know it's going to be like a problem for the economy. But I have a question for you guys. Like, you enjoy that you say that, Pedro, and I have a question for all of you guys, because maybe we can like say, oh, it's their faults, like the Chinese and the USA. But looking to another hand, all the China nowadays, China is the industry of the world, right? So we all consume products from them. So maybe this is our problem as well, because we buy from them. They produce a lot because we buy it, so it's kind of problematic, right? So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that we are the ones that make this happen because we buy a lot of products from China, or not? What do you think, Ulysse?
I think that the problem it is with the capitalism. I'm no socialist, but I think that capitalism is not great also. Like, I agree with Pedro, China and US is the most, I think, it's pollutant countries, because I think that production and pollution walks together. So yeah, I don't know. I think that like I said, I am pessimistic, and I think that the world is gonna end first, early, then the capitalism will end. We don't have another choice. Like, I think that the world is not going to end, but it will get worse than this today.
Yeah, and then I think it's kind of like you said, the capitalism, they like influences a lot our behavior. So we are always have some ads, some advertisement to say, oh, buy this, buy that, and there is a new release, so you need to buy.
It's like cell phones. Each year launch a new one, like iPhone. Each year has a new iPhone, has a new computer, has a new video game,
A new car, right?
a new car.
Oh, buy the new one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Dansky, how about you?
I just make a search on Google, and I found that China is on the front with 10,000 of tons in emissions of carbon
Dioxide.
on the atmosphere. Empolei todo aqui. But it's like that. China, second USA. And I agree with Ulisses and Pedro when they say that capitalism caused this problem, because capitalism want us to buy things and make things substituíveis. And we buy things just like that and drop things on trash. That's it.
Yeah, sometimes we don't even throw things in the trash, right? That we see people throwing plastic or any disposal object in the street, in the rivers, or even worse. And
Yeah.
so I agree with you guys. In the end, I think the most polluted countries are all of them, because they buy from China and they buy from USA. So yeah, so I will stay in the middle.
Man, China is so on the front. He's leading. He's leading.
Yeah, but the problem is we buy from China, right, guys? Every
Yeah.
single, if you look at a pen and you say, oh, this comes from made in China, a computer, right? Everything.
Their
Yes.
voice just have a cut, but
Maybe yes.
also
So,
Yeah, maybe we have been made in China as well.
My dog, I don't know.
All right, guys. So Dunsky, can you read number 4?
Number 4, how will our children be affected by climate change? So the climate will keep changing. So I think they will need to adapt to a planet where the climate is not stable. How do I say stable?
Unstable is
Stable.
not stable is stable. Unstable
Stable.
is the opposite.
Yeah, I think our children will need to learn how to live on the planet with a non-stable climate, and they will need tools to achieve that. Monitor the climate, monitor ambiental catastrophes,
Yeah.
things like that. This is gonna be crucial for the next generations.
Yes, I like the word you use, like unstable climate. I think I can only remember about a movie called Mad Max. Do you guys know this movie?
Yeah.
This is the only thing I can imagine, the future. There's no water, the
And
climate
the games is amazing too.
I didn't play the game, but I think
Yeah.
the movie
I
is,
finished it.
oh, nice.
It's
From
great.
PS4, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, nice. So I think this is going to be the future if we don't change the situation nowadays, right? So people going from one place to another, all the people so crazy, they worried to get some water, maybe some air as well, right? Maybe you need to breathe, you need some machines to breathe, something like that. So it's unbelievable.
Yeah, like Pedro says, the mask is black with pollution. Nowadays, imagine 20 years
From now,
ahead.
yes,
Yeah.
I agree with you. And Pedro, how about you?
About this question, I read a news last week, and nowadays we have some people that were diagnosed with, inside of their blood, they have plastic inside or their blood, because of um, the influence of the environment and water and food.
Mm-hmm.
These people live in some areas. I don't remember that country is, but when the doctors made a test, they discovered, oh my God, these people have some plastic, particles, particles of
Yes,
plastic,
yes.
not a plastic like a plastic here, but some particles, particles, I guess.
Yes, like atomic pieces of
Yeah,
plastic,
and
right?
yeah, in this atomics is from plastic, So can you imagine in the future, right? Our kids or the kids, or if you have a kids, I think they will suffer with, well, I think it is consequence, but we will have new flus, new diseases, new type of cancers, because the pollution is a mutation, and our organism is a mutation too, because we are humans and we are changing every day, you are old now and tomorrow, but well, in the future we'll have some problems, I guess, with the new flus, the new diseases. But on the other hand, we will have to, well, new treatments, you know, to fighting against disease, I guess.
Yes, the technology is improving. And as you said, nowadays we can see some new, a lot of people with breathing diseases, right?
Sure.
Like rhinite, sinusite, and all
I have a rhinite, sinusite.
Yes,
Yeah, this is
it's getting so
terrible.
common. Yes. How about you, Ulysses? I think Ulysses connection some problem. That Ulysses.
Maybe he's thinking.
Yeah, he just froze when in his turn to answer.
We
Okay.
won, right? A few minutes ago, São Paulo Palmeiras 0 in Copa do Brasil.
Oh, I wasn't watching. Oh, that's nice because
Yeah,
I was really
too.
sad because we lost the last game, right?
I was there. I go to Morumbi. I went to Morumbi.
Did you go there?
Today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man. It's a terrible night. A nightmare for me. Last 5 minutes was terrible. Oh my God.
Yes, I got it. Ulysses is back. Hello.
Yeah, I think I'm back. My internet.
You just froze in your turn. So what do you think, man, about the question number 4, the kids in the future?
I will stay with the theory of Mad Max, but I will add to the theory. I don't think that you guys played Cyberpunk 2077. It's a good game.
But the game.
I think that the technology will still grow, but the quality of life will decline from now to the next generation. So
yes,
I think
perfect
that,
analogy.
yeah, we will be a terrible future, not a great one. We are living the best, I don't know, century.
I guess so. Yes, I like to see that because nowadays technology is improving so fast and we have a lot of products. Our parents didn't have that, right? The internet, they had to go to banks, guys. So we have the best situation.
And I don't think that, like, when I was 8 years old, 80, not 80, like
80 is almost the same. 80.
Yeah.
80 years old, the quality of life will be terrible.
Can you imagine?
Not because I'm old, but
you'll be the same.
But for all,
you're not old. Using some pills. That's it, cyberpunk.
Yeah, you put some screen and you just look the same, right?
Yeah.
Robot faces. I don't know.
Yeah.
Upload my mind to a computer.
Yeah.
It's like a Black Mirror, and you upload my mind to a matrix. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I don't know about you guys, but I would like it would be like Futurama.
Yeah,
Futurama
Futurama
is really amazing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So we have a couple of minutes yet, so we can answer another one. Let's see. I will read the number 5, so we can finish. What are the things individuals, so we can do to help the environment? Can you start, Dunsky?
Oh, the first thing that comes in my mind is stop to throwing trash not on the trash. And think more about this topic and talk more about it. And maybe if you want real bad to do something, you can start a project with someone to make this happen and make this topic go viral and more people know about it and know the importance of this topic.
Yes, I totally agree with you, man. I think to this idea of creating a project, it doesn't need to be like the best project of your country, but maybe a project on your city or your village, you know, maybe
Yes.
some ideas you can use with your friends or family to, or maybe in your building, for those that live in a building. So you can create some ways to recycle your trash in your building. Maybe
Yeah.
you can start like that. I like this idea. Also try to buy less stuffs, right, guys? Because we
Yeah.
always buy stuffs, as you Ulysses said. All the time we buy a new computer, new things. So let's try to buy less. How about you, Ulysses?
I'm a little radical about this. I think that we should like think better and reduce our goal our goal of number of childs. Like if I pretend to have I don't know 3 childs, I reduce to 2. I reduce to or I have 3 but I adopt 1, because I think that the real question here is the population. We can keep production with the population. So if we think of reducing our own quantity of childs, like 2, 1, and adopting others, something like that will be good for society and for the environment. It's a
Yeah,
little
great
radical,
idea.
but I think that it will work.
I think on the movie Vingadores movie, he support Thanos, not the
Yes, yes,
not the
Yes,
Vingadores.
yes.
we are
When
just
he
talking to Thanos.
when he loses in the final, I quit the
He
cinema
cried.
and yeah, I get out of the cinema and
Yeah.
fuck this movie.
We just talking to Thanos here, guys.
Yeah. Thanos for
Yeah,
president.
yes. And how about you, Pedro?
Uh, I don't have a Thanos shirt, you know. I agree with Dansky. Lisa said. I think that superpopulation is the first leg, you know, because if you think about it, well, we need to reduce our population, but we need to invest, you know, on the other hand, to education, you know, because at the end of the way, you know, if you have a place that in that live 10 people or 10,000, I think the education is important, you know, because and the sensibility, the human sensibility to create, to taught and learn, you know. Ensinar é taught, right? Ensinar.
To
I think
teach.
it's
To
teach. Yeah, taught é passado. Yeah.
Yes.
To teach and learn, you know, each other. So I agree with the superpopulation, but I think is the biggest problems. The biggest problem it is the education of our society. You know, stimulate our sensibility, a new sight. You know, to see our world. You know, respect our home. And I remember that we talked about it. That a picture that I saw, that the picture brings a man talking with a monkey, and the man, you know, in the picture is laughing with the monkey, and the monkey said of the man, "Oh, do you remember like what I said to you?" And the man, "No, which one? What is this?" And the monkey said, "You are the ser vivo era being ser vivo é being live now.
Human being.
Human being, I guess."
Yeah. Human
Well,
being is like humano, né? Humano.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I will say in Portuguese that os humanos são os únicos que pagam para viver na Terra, né? Que era essa parada, essa pegada de
Yes,
ele
yes.
tava zoando, era tipo uma imagem deles brincando com o macaco e o macaco falava: "Eu? Mas você é o único que paga para viver na Terra? Como
Yes.
pode?" It's interesting.
It's ironic, right? Ironic.
Yeah, yeah. And philosophical too, you know.
Philosophy. Yeah. Okay, guys. So we talked a lot. I really enjoyed this conversation. Our conversation ends in 23. So I would like to ask you guys to give us a thumbs in the YouTube live. So this is the link. So go there and just give us a like and give a comment if you want as well. Also, I'm going to share the link of the survey. If you guys have just 1 minute, please go there and give a score. Say if you like it as well, or I like this topic, I don't like, things like that. Okay. And I hope to see you guys more times here in this conversation. Okay. So bye-bye, Dansky, Ulisses, Pedro. See you guys. Thank you
See
so
you
much.
guys.
Good
Thank
night.
you so
Bye.
much again.